a little late this morning. Later than late. Hi. I was late. I was dealing with some last minute floor choices. My AC guy came out yesterday because my unit that is still, I still have a bad unit, half bad. And so we need to do some things in order to get it back. Anyhow, so it went out. Yes, it's been out, so it's fucking hot. So he came out yesterday, but he's also doing all my insurance claims repair. So I was just picking floors. So the floor I originally wanted to replace it with my old floors with is, they don't have enough. I have a lot of laminate flooring, so they had to, we had to repick a new floor. So, anyhow, so, sorry. Peanut butter. So yeah, so anyhow, I had to do that, and I was trying to compute, I needed to see how much more money I had left over, because when there's money left over from the insurance claim, there's other things in the house that I want to do, right? Not much, so, but I'm gonna redo a couple of the other floors, in my bathrooms. Not Grandpa's yet, because he's messing that up right now, but the other two that need to be redone anyway, so so we're getting that done. I was like, all right, we got to compute to see how much I got money to spend extra, because I don't want to spend any of my money, right? So the next couple weeks are gonna be insane. Thank you, White Georgia. Not that, what's fraud? Excuse me, John, what's fraud? Insurance fraud? No, I just got my money from what they assessed me at. So remember I had that house leak? Remember I had that house leak, the roof leak, back in March? We're finally getting paid out for that. So I, and of course, when they come out, everything's at a high price. So all my laminate flooring needs to be replaced, because my laminate flooring in Grandpa's room was totally destroyed. And so it's an eyesight thing. So all your laminate flooring needs to be replaced, because you can't mix and match, So I get new floors. It's gonna be a pain in the ass, but I get new floors. And so there's a couple little different things I'm doing in the house. Because I have my guy who's doing it, and he's reasonable. He's not like the other people that I had give me quotes were ridiculous. They wanted $7,000 to fix my roof. $7,000. $7,000. What? No. Fuck. I gotta go get my cut. So anyhow, so the floor I really wanted is not in. They don't have any more of it. Can you move? There's a cat on my treadmill. Hello. I know, but you need to get off my floor. I know. Can you get up? You can't run with me. This is Cream's, Andrew's cat. You literally have to squat to pick him up. Anyhow, hi guys. It cost my insurance $15,000. Yeah, so $7,000 is a good dent in the LV luggage. Well, there's no LV. There's no, Lisa, it was LV luggage, or it was getting my house fixed. And so that was a toss-up. That was a really hard decision. But I decided to go with the house shit. Because I'm responsible. Get it? I'm responsible. You guys are gonna tell me it's too bright. Is it too bright? Is it too bright before I start? Because y'all are gonna piss me off. So shit's gonna start getting real here in the next couple weeks. We're on the casino, and there's no money left over for the casino. Ooh, ST, I don't know. I'm a little nervous about Hannah right now because she's in Puerto Vallarta. They don't get home till tomorrow. And the eye of the storm, not the eye, but the outskirts of the storm. So the storm's moving, Puerto Vallarta's right here, so the storm's kind of moving up. So they're definitely getting some weather this morning. I told Hannah last night, I'm going to tell you. Um, yeah, so John, I could probably have a couple thousand if I wanted to, but I'm gonna put it all back into my house because I don't ever get this chance to do that. So I'm like, shit, um, yeah, I can't put the garage door down. So anywho, I'm kind of a little worried that hopefully she'll be able to get out. I'm worried for her because she goes back to San Diego on Sunday night, and I don't think that is going to happen. So I said, you need to just email your work and just say, hey, I'm not supposed to fly out to San Diego on Sunday, but I'm a little worried with the weather and it hitting. Not sure that my flight will not be canceled. So, because I'm assuming if it's really bad weather, they're going to cancel all flights, right? I'm assuming they're not going to fly into San Diego. So I told Hannah that would be a really huge possibility. But I'm also kind of thinking I kind of want her to not be there while that's happening. That's selfish of me. She has a new job, but yeah, Kaylee, my insurance finally settled. And we don't even know because they didn't do their job for the most part. So I don't even know what is lurking behind the walls. So I could have another claim filed based on what they find when they open up my walls. So yeah, I'm a little nervous that, so she's like, should I change my flight? I said, no, let's not worry about the flight yet. Let's see what happens. Let's see how it goes. Saturday, Sunday morning, and we'll make our decisions at that point. Yeah, Fibro, there's a big hurricane aiming to hit Southern California. And that's where Hannah is. Well, not yet. She's in Puerto Vallarta, so she's getting some weather right now because it's kind of grazing Puerto Vallarta. It's more of a tropical storm. But she flies home Sunday night, and I don't know if I want her friend to pick her up. I don't know if it's safe for her or anybody at that point. Yeah, back in March, Kaylee had a big leak. Yeah. These are recorded, CI, so you don't have to watch me. You don't have to stay up. Hi, Charles. How are you? Hello, guys. How are you guys? Are you trying to get like your own TV show? Let's see. We have a Felicia, y'all. Let's see what Felicia says. Are you trying to get like your own TV show? Like, what's up? Where is Edward? People must have a really boring life to want to watch you work out and talk about your problems. Well, Felicia, first of all, how old are you? Because the grammar you're using is totally adolescent, and we're is where, I think you meant to say, what you said is where we are, Felicia. So, Felicia, when you come and troll, first of all, don't make it apparent that you watch regularly, like you just did, Felicia. And also, be better, Felicia. Be better. Like totally radical, gag me with a spoon, Felicia. Quick wisdom. Thank you for your wisdom. No shit. And that is part of my shtick. Like it, love it, or don't. I don't care. Hi, Benjamin. What's up? Anyhow, the thing is, yeah, and Felicia's quiet now. It's funny, right? Funny. Funny. guys, my show, my talk, I give attention when I want to give attention. There's a lot of people I don't give attention to, but I don't need people telling me to not give attention to people that I want to give them to. Right? Got it? I'm 49 years old. I choose to do what I want, how I want, without somebody telling me how to do it. Right? Right? Huh? Right? Anyway, happy Allison, how are you? Cindy, what's up? JJ, what's up? Michelle, love you. I think I'm a big girl, right? I mean, I am 49. May 5th, 1974. That is 49, right? Why do people think it's necessary to tell me how to handle my affairs? Anybody? 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 Why? You are here long enough to know what I do, how I do it, and the ways in which I do it. Oh, Julio. What did I do before Ed made me famous? Well, Julio, before Ed made me famous, I was doing the same things that I'm doing now, other than just not social media. So, still taking care of everything. Still working my ass off. What else would you like to know, Julio? I can give you more if you need it. So, good morning, Jessica. Today is Friday. Today's Friday, right? I woke up this morning not knowing what the hell day it was. Is it Tuesday, Monday? I didn't know. And no, I didn't sleep well. So, it's not that. Grandpa was up in my room, staring down at me with my lights on, and it was so kind of him as he turned my fan off. My menopausal fan. Not only was he staring at us, he turned off my fucking fan on the way out the door. I didn't realize I was famous. Kaylee. So, nothing like 2:30 in the morning having your father-in-law look at you with the lights on. With the lights on. And my fan off. It is an alleged hurricane weekend. My house is a hurricane, so I'm used to that. He's trying to save me energy, 125%. He wanted to make sure. It is funny because Dan and I didn't say anything, right? We just continued to keep our eyes shut. We knew what he was doing, but at that point, there's no need to comment, right? Because if we say, turn off the lights, Ed, out of my room, Ed, go to bed. What? I can't hear you, so we just let him do what he's got to do, and then he's out the door. Now, yes, they did. He thinks the fans on Kitty is costing him a fortune. So, he thinks that any power that's on is dollar bills. So yes, when he sees the fan on, bloody awful. He thinks it's costing a lot of money. So he was very kind in turning it off for me. But I wasn't happy because I was sweating, right? So then I proceeded to get up this morning. And everything imaginable was unplugged. So everything imaginable was unplugged. Everything. Even things that didn't need to be unplugged. Even things that I didn't even know were plugged in were unplugged. So, everything. Which means, you know what? My coffee didn't come on. And God knows what else he deprogrammed for me. So now, I gotta go through the house. And I had that shit covered up. I had everything. All the lights were. What the fuck? What the fuck? So I typically cover up the lights so he won't unplug them. They were covered up. He still unplugged them. All my kids were conceived in my womb, delivered out of my vagina, all by Dan. One man. I found out Dan is 55, not 72. Dan is not 72. He is 55. So, anywho, I started my morning off very irritated because Ed was up all night long. Dan made a big mess last night, ate enough food, ate enough sweets to, I don't know, feed one person for a week. And fingerprints all over my empty wrappers and my forks and my refrigerator. I don't know. Red velvet cake all over my floor. You would think that the land of gremlins came in my house. No, he didn't unplug the fridge. Gremlins. There must have been gremlins in my house because I can't imagine my 55-year-old husband could create as much havoc as one did last night, right? Dan walks every day. Evidence was all over. And then Dan woke up with it on his face. Not really, but yes, it makes me work harder, 100%. I leave the kitchen clean, and I wake up to a land of gremlins make a mess in my refrigerator, on my refrigerator, on my floors, all over my counters, and empty cartons with forks in my refrigerator. Got it? Are you here? Yeah. See, I what? I can't hear you. You need what? No, you didn't unplug the ice, which was interesting because that was the one thing I did not cover up. Who knows? Forks. Forks. Every time he went in to grab a bite of cake, he left the fork in there. So, nothing fancy. You are totally, I think that's really bad. The Desperate Housewives. I can tell you're not happy with your living arrangements. Let's see. How do I, where's my whiteboard? How do I approach that? There are moments that I'm not happy with my living arrangements, but I am sure that most people have those moments. Your kids dump out every toy imaginable. Your kids dump their plates on the floor. Your dogs, make a mess, spill water every place. No shit. There are times that you get pissed off. Y'all need to get better. Y'all need to think before you write. Because pure ignorance when you say stupid shit like that. Pure ignorance. My tolerance lately for idiosities are just, I have none. So, y'all, watch your step. Watch your writing. Be better. Think about yourself before you write something for me. Because I can tell you, I'm sure you just bitched at something not that long ago. Yeah, the moments too shall pass. Just like with my kids, right? When you, remember your kids, you would just clean their room, and then they would go and take out their buckets in a fit of rage and knock out every fucking toy they had. Would you not be pissed? I did. I was like, you, what the, thank you. It is more about that, no, I know that. But it just pisses me off because these people believe that they are perfection. These people believe, but they don't realize how stupid their writings are. Stupid. Stupid. Like, they are the epitome of perfection. They are that statue of beauty, patience, and virtue. No. Y'all, look at yourself twice, maybe 3 times
before you go back on somebody else who is talking about reality. If you don't like reality, maybe my channel is not for you. But if you like reality and like to hear similar situations of thy household crazy and relationship shit, then this is the place for you. Yes, well, that cat thinks that that's his porch. So, I have lost all sorts of patience. I have lost all sorts of sugarcoating anymore. This shit just spews out. You don't like it, get the fuck out. Simple. Whatever. Lord, if it makes you take that vacation, you go, bruh. The shit is shit. Everybody has shit. And if you say you don't have shit, you're a fucking liar. Just like the people who are like, I have never sharded. I don't poop. But when I do, it smells like roses. Liar. Fuck you. And you're full of shit. So, I can't do that. I'm done. I've lost all semblance. Be ready for an attack. There was none. There was none, okay? Don't you worry. Shop is closed. And that's the thing, right? Because he wants things, desires things, and I desire the same things, but just different ways. Right? I desire my kitchen to be clean when I wake up. I desire no fingerprints on my refrigerator. I desire respect when I'm sleeping by not coming in and smacking your fucking lips that wake me up. And then proceeds to turn on the fucking TV to drown out his smacking. What the, huh? What does that mean? I desire some basic etiquette and respect. He desires fun and ejaculation, I guess, I don't know. I just desire the basic principles of love and understanding. So, anyway. Yeah. Every fork for one bite. One bite for every. One fork for every bite. Everywhere. Everywhere. It's a bugger. You know? And then he's like, hey, you know what time it is? Yeah. It's time for you to get on your fucking hands and knees and clean up your fucking trail from the refrigerator to the bedroom. Yeah, no tip. Not even a tip, Roger. No tip, no quarter tip, and no, what's smaller than a quarter? I don't know, a dime. Real life shit, people. Real life shit. Don't ride on your horse of accusations. Oh, you guys are headed for divorce. No, that's not what it means. It means it's relationship woes, relationship reality, and shut the fuck up. Was he eating with his hands? I don't know, because how is it that there is red velvet cake on my refrigerator and on the floor? I'm confused. Anybody help me? Hi, Dwayne. I got some yard work to do because I haven't done it. I didn't do it yesterday, and I went out and burned probably 1,000 calories in sweat just spraying some weeds. I couldn't do it anymore. I was having heat stroke. Yes, Gabriella. We have been together for like 30 years, so fuck me running. He is half asleep, Lord, because he's weird. Like sometimes I'll wake up to him talking, and he's like saying weird shit like, well, I wish you don't give me any attention, whatever. He says stuff, right? And I'm like, what were you saying last night? So I was telling him what he was saying, and he was like, when was this? So he's fucking little. Hi Shirley, how are you? So the ferns probably don't help. His exhaustion doesn't help. No, Kelly. And we're like 30 years together, so he still doesn't get it. And then when I call him out, he gets all pissy and leaves. Asked me if he's poked his poop yet. No. So yelled at him for that too this morning. I said, you know, one who cares about his family so much, you would think you would be very proactive in your ass. Poke it. Poke it. Simple. It's right in front of you. It's open. It's ready to go. I'll poke it. Shit. He won't do it. It's been open all week. Fucking no tolerance. Irritated. End of the week, I'm pissed. He needs to go and get his tax report. Hasn't done that. I tried to do it. They won't let me do it. So he has to do it. Ugh. Whoa. Marriage. A run. For all of those of you thinking about marriage, don't do it. Just don't. Timmy, you're right. He does, but he doesn't. Yes, Nadia, and I'm like due diligence with watching out for myself. I need him to be responsible for his health, right? Oh, fat boy. I'm sorry about Dad. I know, it's hard. It's hard. You just have to grin and bear it, though. It's one of those things that it hurts, but you gotta keep on trying. You have to. Because when this gets sad, you get down, and you're not the best version of yourself. So, they're babies. He is a baby, that's for sure. Yes, so, I love you. Love me. Why do you put Dan? Dan's not FDN today. Just do it. John, you obviously don't know much about men and women in menopause, right?
I'll be back.
When we're in menopause, there's no sexual frustration. We're not sexual, or we're not frustrated with the lack of it, because our hormones don't give two shits. What we get frustrated with is the lack of support. Coffee enemas will not help. Jake. I was 24, Val. 23. Alive. He's like a Build-A-Bear. You can have him, man. You can have him. Good luck. What, a coffee enema for Dan? I don't need it. No, it's not just you, Liz. Girl, shop is dry. Well, not really. But it's no interest in any pleasure. I don't even want to be touched. I'm like, no, too much. You want a quickie? I got about 30 seconds. Hop on it or don't. I'm just sorry. Can he have a side piece? Kara, he's got two side pieces. Righty and lefty. Yes, fat boy. Don't forget, you gotta stay up. It's part of the disease. And you know that. Some days are tough, but you just gotta get on. Get on. Get on. Find something that makes you happy and keep plugging on. For your dad. For your dad. Yeah, right and lefty. People are like, well, maybe you should, yeah. Well, if you don't want to do it, he should be able to frolic in the bushes. Yes, well, he can frolic righty, lefty, or his feet if he can reach, or his mouth. Yeah, I don't know. He's not that flexible. There's something in the way. Yep, wax on, wax off. Yeah, hold on, I gotta go get my water. Give me a minute. Is dementia hereditary? It sure can be. It sure can be.
question's probably going to be, is Dan worried that he's going to get dementia? No. No. Dan is no more worried about getting dementia than he is any other disease. So, no. See? I know what's coming up. Saturate myself. Bruh, I'm already saturated. Oh, happy Friday, you all. It's Friday. So, I did not play sports, but my kids did. I tried to play sports, but I wasn't very lucky with it. Susan, I think, is it fighting or is it bantering? What Dan and I are doing right now is fighting. Because I'm pissed he won't take care of himself. I'm pissed he ate 2 nothing bundt cakes. Oh, fine, 1.5. And 2 bags, 1 peanut M&M and 1 M&M. I'm pissed. I'm pissed that I have repeatedly tried to tell him about the car. We finally got it smogged, but now we need the tags. Go get it done. Get it done. I'm pissed. I'm pissed. I'm pissed that he hasn't poked his poop. I'm pissed. I'm tired of 3 years nagging that fucker to take care of his health. I'm pissed. I'm fighting right now. This is not banter. This is get your shit together and your head out of your ass and do what is needed to be done. No, and Timmy, not that much. If you want a buntini and a half, eat the buntini and a half. But fuck the 2 fucking bags of fucking M&Ms. What is the purpose? Poke your fucking poop. 3 years they've been trying. 3 years. What is so hard? Is he worried? Well, fuck, by now, there should be something to worry about because it's been 3 fucking years. Well, Pippi, I did that too, and I got pissed. And I said, well, fuck it. You want to die with colon cancer? Die. Die, motherfucker. I'll be rich without you. I'll be richer without you here. I tell him that. I do. Because it's true. What is going to get him to realize he's got to do this shit? Ugh. Ugh. Now you're Deputy 520, Devo. What's the solution to menopause and lack of interest? Drugs. Cocaine. Meth. No, I don't know. I'm just kidding. I shouldn't be saying that. They say the pellets work. That's what I'm talking about. Poke the poop. It's preventative. If they notice anything, you go in and you get your colonoscopy now. 3 years. 3. Ugh. So they say these pellets are supposed to be good. But you have to, typically insurance won't cover it. It's all private pay. Fuck the pellets. Fuck the pellets. I'm at the point this week, why should I improve my libido for him? Sup, bruh? Why do I need to improve my libido for somebody who leaves smudges and mess everywhere? Power to the sob. Fuck that. I don't need it. Haley, I'm fine without it. I'm not a sexual person anyway. Never been that way. None. I'm on strike. I'm not doing it. So, righty and lefty will be his best friends. Because she's already out. I'm tired. I'm tired of making all the adjustments. I'm tired. He's definitely a food addict. He's ADHD. He likes the ferns. And serotonin levels, when you're ADHD, sugar produces serotonin. Dan is not the man. Dan is a man with no plan, and he's going to be 6 foot under pretty soon. I probably would do it. So, I need to be more aware of his needs. John, what about me, bruh? It's a 2-way street, bruh. I'm not going to be, why should I be more aware of his needs when he's not more aware of my needs? Fuck that.
This is not 1935. So that's the mentality with men. Well, maybe it's because you aren't satisfying your man. Well, maybe if my man was satisfying me in the ways that I need satisfaction, he would be satisfied in the ways he wants them. Just saying. Two-way street. It takes two to tango. You want to tango, do your part. When you know the other person's not into tangoing very much, you fucking go or whatever. You know what I mean? Jelly bean. Go over and beyond. Two, to tango. I'm out here sweating on his property. Sweating. Keeping his house looking good. Keeping his yard looking good. Sweating profusely in 108-degree heat. Come in, and I gotta clean up messes. Gotta wake up to messes. But yet, they want satisfaction. What did I get? Excuse me? And don't you even say money. That shit's gone. That's what I say, Kelly. Why do women, if we have answers, why do men, and not all men, but the majority of men, expect, let me rephrase that. Why do women, why is it always our responsibility to change the path? Kelly, I agree. I feel like once we cater to them in the way they need, they get better, right? But the minute we drop off, they resort back to the same people. Rendezvous. Get a divorce then. That's stupid. Why would I get a divorce? That's that's 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 fucking stupid ass words. Get a divorce. Okay. I'm gonna get a divorce over somebody who leaves a mess. Smart cookie you are. You guys, Rhonda, and you're a woman, right? I'm assuming by your handle name. You should know that in relationships, if you've ever had one, there are ups and downs to every relationship. There are peaks and valleys, ebbs and flows. You get pissed off because people don't like things the way you do. So, can you imagine the divorce rate? Think about that. Imagine the divorce rate. Rhonda said, get a divorce then. Imagine the divorce rate if everybody who had a problem went and got a divorce. Stupid. Right? It's not stupid. 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 But Rhonda must have the perfect person. Rhonda must live with the perfect person. Because she obviously is speaking from an element of perfection, like we had talked about earlier. Yeah, I hate messy people. I'm not a messy person. Yeah. Could you imagine everybody going, why do you want to dissolve the relationship? Because he left fingerprints on my refrigerator. Fuck. Yeah, and that's fine. Like, Timmy, maybe you weren't a one gal. One gal guy? Whatever one. And that's okay, if you know that. Can you imagine? I want to dissolve my marriage because my husband wants too much shimmy. Not to mention all the fingerprints and crumbs he leaves on the kitchen floor. Yes, Judge, please grant me thy order. What the fuck? Me neither, JS. It's the JSM. I get frustrated with my friendships. I get frustrated with my children. I get frustrated with my dogs, my cats. I get frustrated when things aren't handled the way I want them to. No shit. Is that not normal? Fuck. I agree with you, but when do you know it's a deeper problem? It's not deeper. I know. I can't tell you how you would know, but I know because I love my husband. That's why. There's a difference. I can fucking be pissed off at him till hell freezes over, but it doesn't mean I don't love him, right? It doesn't mean can I envision him with another woman? Absolutely not. So I think the moment you can say, think about, like I always tell friends this, yeah, it's when you're tired of living in resentment all the time. I don't have resentment all the time. I have irritations. I don't have resentments. Mine are irritations. There are things, there's huge differences. And if you guys can't decipher between the two, well then, that's your problem, not mine. Yes, that's Danielle's. Irritations. So, I tell my friends all the time, when I've had friends in those predicaments, first question I ask is, do you love him? And sometimes they say, I don't think so. Sometimes they have said, I don't know. So you know what my next question is? Yeah, that's funny. My next question is, can you imagine your husband with another woman? How does that make you feel? Yeah, okay, that's a great reason, because he couldn't keep his pants down. That's a good reason to divorce. That, my friend, nothing wrong with that one. If your penis can't stay in your pants, get the fuck out. So, all right, Amy, see you tonight. What was I gonna say? Then I've had friends saying, I can't imagine him with somebody else. I don't like it. It makes me a little sick. And I said, okay, well, to me that means you have something to fight for, as long as you're both on the same level. Now, if you're absolutely like, nope, doesn't bother me, and you don't know if you don't love him, you're done. You're done. That's always my second question to people, is how would you feel if he was dating another woman? I get angry. I don't, no way in hell. So it's always my second question. I have your list of bitching covered. Good. That's what I'm here for. That's what I tell my friend. I told my friend the other day, I said, I told her, I said, here's the thing about me. I feel so happy, when I bitch, right? I bitch, I complain, I don't think it's complaining. I think it's just, it's reality. I feel like we have frustrations in life. It doesn't matter. Through every relationship we have. We ebb and flow. Not just marriage. We ebb and flow. Like I told you recently that I'm not going to be the best friend right now because I don't have time. I can honestly say I don't have time to be a good friend. I don't have time to call. I don't have time to answer because most of the time I'm fucking busy or I just don't want to talk. So I can say that. I can acknowledge that, and I can now officially say that I'm good with whatever comes out of those friendships. Remember, we talked about this yesterday. If you're one of those people that needs me more, I can't be that person. Not right now. Maybe not ever. Because I don't have the time, nor the inclination, or the mental capacity. I am not going to do, I don't have time. And the other people that are in my life, I had a friend text me and say, girl, I'm fine with the way we are. I'm fine with the, hey, call me if you can, if not, I understand. Those are the friendships that I need right now. Because I don't have anything to give. And I have been taken away from myself and from my husband. Because I give and worry about other people. And I try to fix things, and some things can't be fixed. I can't fix other people. You have to do your own fixing. You have to do your own fixing. I can't do it. And I'm tired of trying to be the fixer. I have too much other shit I gotta worry about. Myself, first and foremost. My family. And then my husband. I know it's gonna piss a lot of people off, but I'm just putting it out there. And most people respect it. Those of you who can't respect it, well, then, sorry. It's just not me right now. Not doing it. Maybe from past traumas, maybe from just past needing too much from me, answers. I don't know what it is, but I can't give anymore. And I'm proud to say that I'm here right now. I can't say that it won't change, but right now, all I can give is a little that I can. And when I can give it, then I can give it. But when I can't, you gotta respect it. With that being said, I was talking to somebody the other day, and I said the same thing. And she goes, girl, I think, it's great that you can do that, because so many people are affected by the reality of life and the reality of, being truthful and being upfront when, people are like, I'm tired of protecting people. This is the way I really wanted to be most of the time, because I can't do it anymore. And it took me a long time to get here. So if I can help people in any way, and every day I talk to people on here, on TikTok. Hi, William. Hi, Debbie. Every day I talk to people, there's at least a handful of you that say, thank the Lord. God, I needed to hear that today. I was going through the same gosh darn thing. That's why I'm open. Because my openness helps others. My openness touches somebody going through the same shit, or just going through it, or potentially going through it. I have people emailing me every day, mostly, messaging me saying, you don't know how much I needed to hear that. I don't feel so alone. Okay, it's not. And, sometimes people are just too needy. Sometimes people are too needy, and it pushes people away. And we all have to be responsible for our own actions, because it's never just one side person. It's never just one person that causes the strife. It takes two. It takes two. And sometimes needing the time to heal from wounds, like we have talked about, Kay, is important. Sometimes it takes a minute to heal from trauma. It takes a minute to recover from, everybody gets something different from a relationship, right? Sometimes relationships at the beginning are great. It's like having a new boyfriend, right? They're great, everybody's on top of the world. And in certain moments, I think at certain moments, everybody comes into your life for a reason. Whether that stays forever or not, that's up to everybody. It's up to both parties. But relationships are tricky in that. And both people, in every relationship, you all need open eyes. It's not just one-sided. And so many people put blame on others because they have a hard time. They have a hard time. I value, you know, and that's the thing, is that the people who need more time, I think the people who need more time, and that's why I'm saying it right now, I think the people who need more time from me right now, I'm saying I don't have the time. You know, I'm good with a quick text or so. Sometimes I don't even reply to texts. Sometimes I'm exhausted. And Kay, like with your type of business that you do, like I don't know how you do it because I'm tired of talking sometimes. Sometimes I zone out and I put my phone inside because I don't want to hear it ding. I don't want to hear it, I don't want to see messages because I need my time. You know, like a hey, how you doing? Great. Is everything great? Yeah, girl, you know, I just tripped today, fucking smashed up my nose. Shit. You know, I got time for that. I don't have time for, you know, past shit, past traumas. I can't do it anymore. I'm trying to move forward in my life. And we've got to set boundaries. Boundaries are important. I can't do it. No, my phone stays inside. My phone stays inside. Unless sometimes I have music on and then I keep it far away from me, but run it through my, you know. Elaine, I'm so happy. Yes, menopause sucks. You guys, the phone is mentally, because my life revolves around my phone right now, right? My life, nap time, shit, get to bed, Susan. Yes, I mean, and you've got to set boundaries, and everybody has. My life in the last 4 days has been different in the sense that I've started hot flashes. I'm miserable, y'all. I'm miserable. I'm fucking miserable. I am miserable. Did I say I was miserable? At night, my feet burn so bad. My feet burn. My feet burn. They're so hot. What the fuck? What's that? Yeah, a bug was trying to go in my mouth. I'm so hot. I just start spritzing. I'm like, oh my God, I'm having a hormonal surge. Lord help me. Oh fuck, I can't do this shit. I'm dying. I'm dying. What the hell? Yes, I'm a good texter right now. I feel like I'm going crazy. And here's the thing. I'm on I take birth control, which is the highest form of estrogen you can have. The birth control that I take is higher than hormone replacement. So I'm not getting off of that. Could you imagine? And when I told last year I was like, well, maybe I should get off on birth control. My OB laughed at me. She was like, girl, imagine what you're feeling now. Woo! Girl, you'd be on the news. No. I'm staying right on it until I get blinded by the light. You guys pissing me off. Blinded by the light, wrapped up like a douche. Hold on. Is it douche? I still never. Anyhow, yeah. I don't know what it is. You guys see me now. When have you ever seen me sweat so much? Wrong side. When have y'all seen me sweat this much? Have you ever? And it's not hot. Yes, I need to heal still. Okay, I'm still healing. No, I know, but right now, I don't have time. I promise you, I just don't have time.
Even Christine's like, bitch, I know. She called me yesterday. She goes, I know you're not going to call me back, but it's fine. If you can, just call. You know, wrapped up. Oh, wrapped up like a deuce. I always say like a deuce. Is a deuce like the ace or the poop? I always get confused. I'm sweating. Profusely. I've never sweated so much in my entire life. Never. It is whatever I want it to be. And by the way, in like 3 weeks, when we sing that song again, I'll still be saying wrapped up like a deuce. A douche. Douche. I mean, come on. How many people fuck that verse up? I do. Kane, it's good. You pop in, right? You pop in. Hey, what's up? Yo. You know, and I have a couple friends that do that too. If this is my only chance to see you right now, bitch, I'm here. Love ya. You know? And it's okay. It's okay. Oh, Sarah, thank you. Almost at 4. Have fun to me. My friend Noel, we used to talk multiple times a day. She's the problem baker gal. And mine's not Lexapro. Mine's hormones. I've been on Lexapro. This is just hormone shit. This just started in a month. Hi, bitch, I'm here too. Yo, Richard. And we don't talk anymore. You know? She's busy, and we both started our businesses at the same time. But it's like, we know. We don't hold it against each other. We'll call every so often. We'll say, call me back, bitch, if you can. You know, and it might be a week later. She'll be like, sorry. You know, but we text. She shows up here, she's all just saying, I love you. That's it. I know I'm not expecting anything of her, and we don't have time. But our friendship is still there, right? It doesn't mean I'm not friends with you. It just means that we are respectful of each other's time. And she's like that too. She's like, girl, I love you, bitch. Love you too, bitch. And that's it. And that's enough. Hi, J.M. Jones. I don't know. I haven't heard from her this morning. And I know as closer support of our art right now, they're not going to get hit, but they get like the outskirts of it. So she's supposed to come home tomorrow, so fingers crossed. Yes, and sometimes that's okay for me, you know, because when she started her business a little bit before I started the social media. And yeah, okay, totally. And you know, at first I didn't understand it, right? I was like, fuck, are you ever gonna call me back? I would literally have to go over there and sit with her while she made cookies, which is fine, because I had the time to do it. Now, I get it, you know, and I don't take it personal. And she knows too, because all I do is talk all day long. I'm exhausted. And mentally. Yes. I agree. I don't need to work for a friendship. I just want it to ebb and flow. I want it just to flow. Just because I don't have time doesn't mean I'm not friends. It just means that, bitch, I'm busy. I'm busy. I'm doing the best I can to take care of me, which I've never done as efficiently as I'm doing now, and I'm still not efficient. So I can't do clingy friendships right now. I attract clingers. I really do. But here's the thing. I think I attach clingers because I like helping people, right? But now I'm doing it for a greater audience. I don't have time for the individual clingies, right? Doesn't mean I don't love you. It just needs, you know, a reevaluation. So it's just hard. It's hard. It's not easy. And I never understood it. And you don't understand it until you're in it. Albert, I'm late 40s. I wish. My skin is saggy. My skin's not as tight as it used to be. And that's just the age process in general. Well, fibro, it's, first of all, if people are saying that to you,
Well, it depends who's saying it to you. If it's a good friend, maybe reflect on that. Um, I know your mental state is a lot different than some, right? Because of the inflictions you are dealing with and all of the above. Um, and it's hard, right? You live a hard life. So I would hope that there'd be people that need to give you a little slack, but at the same time, like Mary said, maybe it's time to reflect on thyself, because we do fall in that category sometimes when we are probably in a little bit of state of depression. You're feeling miserable all the time, for the most part, right? And it's nothing to attack you on. I'm just trying to be realistic, because that's my job, right? Is to be realistic and maybe make you see that shit, you might be right, sometimes people don't want to always hear about our sufferings, right? It brings them down. They're calling maybe to lift you up, just to say, hey, are you good? Yeah, I'm fine. Dealing, and then going on. But sometimes we can be our biggest enemy to others. And that's what I know, and I hate being direct like that, but I feel like sometimes we also need to, and that's what I'm trying to say to everybody, and myself. I feel like we are our worst enemies. I always say that. But I feel like sometimes those of us have harder times looking at ourselves. So we get more sensitive, right? Because we feel like we're getting attacked, and we feel like people don't understand. But we have yet to reflect upon ourselves and what we say or how we act when we're with those people. So maybe that is your friends or somebody's way of saying, girl, try to figure it out. Yeah, it's hard. It's not easy. Yes, and fibro, but sometimes we get in that rut of always being negative, because we can't help how we feel. You got it, and I always tell you, right? I always say to everybody, we have to find the good in life. If you don't find anything good in life to keep you working and to keep you striving to be better, you are going to remain stagnant. You're going to be unhappy, and you're just going to die miserable. That's what I tell people all the time. So I'm trying to say, reflection upon thyself is one of the most important things that you can do for yourself and for your relationships. That's it. Work on yourself. Work on the way you communicate with people. Work on those ways, because maybe they're just frustrated with you because they want better for you, but yet you can't see it, or you don't have the energy to deal with it, right? Trying not to talk so much is not going to heal that. Just trying to talk about other things other than, what's making you feel miserable, maybe. You know what I mean? Like, it's such a complicated thing, and I'm not trying to detract or take away from you and your feelings, but sometimes people can't handle being around the constant negativity, the constant, depressive state. And sometimes we push people away because we don't recognize what we're doing to others, because we're just relying on our own emotions. We're not thinking about other people's emotions and how it might affect them. Mikey, what? I gotta call the cops on that. That's all I want to say on that. Sometimes we're very selfish, and when we're going through problems and not, and I admit right now, I'm completely selfish in my journey because I'm trying to learn for myself. So I'm taking a time out. But and fibro, that's all I'm trying to say, is that You have to recognize your shit, and that your shit can really affect somebody else, right? And vice versa. And then you're just in this battle because you're irritated, they're irritated for different reasons, and then it just. And that's what I always tell people all the time. I'm like, you all need to be responsible for your own actions. When you said that, how do you think that made that one person feel? Because I can see from the outside what you just did is attack them. Not meaning to attack them, but that was shots fired. And then they in turn became defensive, or whatever. It's hard. Interpersonal relationships are hard. So, yeah. And owning your own shit is hard. Seeing your problems are hard. Seeing your problems and what you cause is harder, right? I do it. But I'm trying to get better at it. Mm-hmm. Yes, Alti. Sometimes you have to focus on yourself. And I think a lot of us all the time, oh my God, Kelly, right? It's like, Dan says that, where's my phones, where's my keys, where's everything? I said, go ask Grandpa. Yeah, and that's the thing, all you can control is yourself. I know, P.S. I'm over the no straw thing. All you can do is control yourself. You can't control others. But the only thing I can try to reinforce is that you always have to reflect on your behavior and your communications. Reflect on how, if a relationship doesn't go good, reflect for you, not the other person. Reflect for you on how maybe you were responsible for that conversation going sideways. Don't worry about the other person, worry about yourself. Don't worry about the other person, worry about yourself. Don't worry about the other person, worry about yourself. Tip number 1, don't worry about the other person, worry about yourself, because guaranteed you had a handle in it. I'm trying to think of and take care of myself. I literally just started trying to love thyself. Loving thyself means setting boundaries. Loving thyself is owning your shit. Loving thyself is recognizing when you are at fault as well as the other person. Loving thyself is not blaming one person for the reactions. Loving thyself is being realistic in life. Loving thyself is setting boundaries. Loving thyself is a constant state of evolution. And in this world, the only thing we can be responsible for and what changes and everything else is ourself. Nobody else can change it but you. You can go and see all the counselors you want. They can tell you and blow sunshine up your ass the whole time. But if you don't implement those things to make yourself better, you are wasting your money. Save your money if you're not willing to change. Save your money if you walk out that door and you're like, yeah, that's not gonna work. Save your money. Because until you recognize yourself and your faults, and let me tell you, there's a lot of them. We all have a lot of faults. We all are responsible for a lot of self-sabotage. We all are responsible about taking our fucking issues and blowing them off on other people. Look at what the trolls. You are only responsible for yourself. If you're not willing to change your mindset, nothing will ever work. Anyway, TGIF. Renee, you're not doomed. It just takes work. You have to put in the work. If you want change,
Just like if you want to get healthy, you have to put in the work. If you want to have friends, you have to put into the work within reason. If you want a family, you have to put in the work. If you want to make money, you have to put in the work. If you want things in life to go your way, you have to put in the work. There is nothing that is free without work. Everything takes work in life. You have to figure out the even play field. You have to figure out a healthy balance. A healthy balance. And let me tell you, it's not easy. But if you try to acknowledge it and you try to fix it when you can, and know that you're going to trip a lot, and you will for the rest of your life, right? That's it. That's it. Hi, Nikki. I'm from Nashville. You have to do the job. You got to do the job. You're not going to have a beautiful body without putting in the work, you know? You're going to eat like shit, you're going to feel like shit, and you're going to look like shit. If you choose to be negative all the time, you will be negative and nobody will want to be around you. And that's just life. Like it, love it, or don't, but you have to put into the work. You have to put into the work. You have to stop living life in your own state of mind. Other people don't want to be around that all the time. They want to have fun. They love you, but they can't stand you sometimes. It's just reality. So I work out every day. Every day I'm working out, and then I putz around the yard. You have to try to stay positive. Look, I'm not positive 300. I'm not positive all day long. I'm negative. I can admit it. I get bouts of negativity. I get pissed. I get pissed that I'm running around sweating. I get pissed that I'm doing manly jobs. Sometimes. Sometimes I take it with grace and I don't care, and other times I'm like, fuck this shit. What the fuck? But you gotta figure it out, you know? I'm doing the things that I find important for myself, right? You can't hold somebody accountable for my OCD issues, right? Just because I like my house a certain way doesn't mean Dan views it the same way, right? He thinks the house is clean when I'm like, what the fuck is happening? You know? You have to do it. I have to do it. He doesn't require me ever to do anything. I put it upon myself to do it. But at the same time, it takes two. It takes two. You should have help and support with things, because it's hard work. It's hard work. And sometimes it's like, you know, sometimes I get pissy. Sometimes I'm standing up, changing my air filters, washing them off, and he's walking by, you know, talking on the phone or, you know, doing content, and I'm like, I don't know why I'm fucking doing a man's job. I don't know why I'm doing a job you should have been doing all these years. Do you even know what this filter is? This is to keep your air conditionings running. Mine doesn't even know where the dishwasher is, or how to open it. You know, when I'm in the gutters, cleaning them out, do I get pissed? Especially when I cut myself on the gutter or cut my watch, you know? I'm like, well, I don't know why I'm doing a fucking man's work. I said it, man's work. Women should take care of the house, men should take care of the outside. There you have it. But I'm doing everything. I'm worried about everything. We do better. Who? Women or men? Carl. Carrie. I can't see if that's an I or an L. So, do I get negative? Fuck yeah. Carrie. I? Shit. Okay. I almost said, did I agree with man or woman? Wait a minute. Woman? Yes, we do it better. I just can't see the I and the L. I can kind of see it now. My eyes are bad. Gender roles are good, and sometimes I'm pissed. Why am I out here washing the cars? This is a man thing. Not necessarily, but I still do that. Nobody washes the car. Who does it? Me. Who does the gutters? Me. Ugh, F my life. Who mows the pasture? Guess what? Me. And I need to get out there and do it. Ugh. Who makes sure his batteries don't die? Well, I haven't, because I haven't started that thing in a couple weeks, so I sure hope it starts. My John Deere. Who cleans the toilets? Dan. No, just kidding, me. Not Dan. P.S. Really? I'm going to stop cleaning up? No, it doesn't work. I cannot live in the house if I do that. I'm the Superman and mom. Clean the toilet. Who cleans the shower? Guess who? Dan. Nope. Me. He does go to the store and get carrots, though, y'all. He gets carrots. Carrots for his healthy salad. That just, washes everything else away. Who cleans the garage? Dan? Nope. Me. You got it. Spider webs? I just paid somebody to do that. Somebody's coming by today. I got suckered, you guys. Yeah, for himself. And he buys dessert for himself too. So I got suckered yesterday into new pest control. It's supposed to be like all corinthium flower. So how they kill things is au natural by a flower. Anyway, they do like flies, and I have flies. I have flies. So he's like, he got me on the flies. I said, fine, I'll try you out. I mean, he was here for an hour and a half. I couldn't get rid of him. So flies, and he does cobwebs. I was like, you take all the cobwebs down? Well, shit. That will alleviate something I have to do. So we're trying them out today, and then I'm going to fire my other guy, who was a friend of mine, but whatever. Flies. It was important for me. He can't get rid of my flies. So, he wasn't cute. He was 23, and let me tell you, if anybody needs a good salesman, that kid was a salesman. And I was very proud of him. I said, boy, I swear to goodness gracious, you have worked hard. Like every time my door would shut, he'd be like, but listen to this. He was good. And I don't fall for sales lines. He worked his ass off. He was sweating his ass off. And he was good. And I said that. I said, you are a good salesman. He got me. He did. I couldn't do it. He had points. He was right. So they're trying it out today. And we'll see what happens. He was good. Anybody need a good salesman? I'll give you this guy's number. Monpay. Be careful because getting nervous and angry is too dangerous for your heart. Yeah, no shit. But it's very hard not to get angry and nervous. Life is full of angriness and nervousness. Like that big storm that's coming and hitting Southern California. How do you not just get nervous over that? So no, it's nerve-wracking. You cannot go through life without feeling numb. You would be numb. Not being angry or nervous is having devoid of emotion. Human emotion, right? Hey Danielle, how are you? Is this your therapy session? DJ, my therapy session? Maybe, but my therapy session results in a lot of other people feeling the same way, right? So, reality helps other people feel not so alone. Like channeling and journaling the dementia journey is also helps other people not feel so alone. It's a little bit of everything wrapped up into one, Do you take an ED med? Looks like it. You guys are, would your mama be proud of your typing skills and the sentences you are forming? You guys get over the seat. Why is that? Why does that evoke such a, Scarlet. I know. And nurses are the worst patients, right? Doctors too. Thanks, Mary. Yeah. I mean, that's one thing, like, I would never do, right? I might get a little raunchy here and there, but I would never, ever, ever, like, sometimes people, you know, the men, they come on here and be like, ooh, I'd like to be your seat. I'd like you to sit on my face like that. It's like, what the fuck is disgusting? It's a fucking seat. Why do we have to make it into something phallic? It's a fucking seat. So, anywho. Oh, what's Katie doing? Look at Katie's see me now in her bathing suit. Is she not being a lady? Oh, Sean, I hate that. I really hate that. I hate those comments like that too. Looks like you're very blessed. Be thankful you have a yard to mow and a beautiful home to clean. I hate that. I think that's one of the stupidest things anybody could write. One of them. There's a lot of stupid things people write, but I think that's stupid. I think it's stupid. Yeah, it's a little snarky, and I think it's bitchy, you know? It's more bitchy coming from a female saying that. You should be thankful that you have a house to clean. You should be thankful that you have a yard to mow. You should be thankful you are given the right to take care of your family. You should be thankful you're alive to do it. Hi, Chis, how are you? God, I just hate that. Right, I'm more thankful that I'm living, and I'm more thankful that I have raised good kids that hopefully don't come on and act like assholes to other people. So I just hate that shit. There's nothing that bothers me anymore than the passive aggressive behaviors of women. Women. Right. It's like, be thankful you can do that. You have a big house. Be thankful. You seem to be perfectly blessed. No, the storm will not affect us. Anyone else in accomplishment? Dan was sexy as fuck. Malibu Lane. Dan was sexy as fuck. She asked, did Dan have abs when you met him? Yeah, he was hot. Dan was hot. His body was rocking. Like he had a golden tan. He had blonde, you know, his hairs were just blonde, glistening. His chest was tight, his abs were tight. Damn, he was hot. Yeah, he was hot. Because Mikey, the way, you know, the seat is coming out, apparently I have got a big package. That's so funny, Melissa. Have you put young pics out on Patreon of Dan? Yes. I'll put more so you guys can see. For those of you who have the Patreon, or for those of you who want to see hot Dan, I will post more for you. Sexy. He was hot. He even had a little hair, you know? He didn't have, you know, everything was tight. Golden tan. Oh, he was hot. He wore those button flies. Yeah, button flies, you know, and things got a little tight down there, you know, when it pop up from the, yeah. Woo! Girls, remember those? Remember, yeah. Welcome to my crotch. Apparently people cannot stop taking their eyes off of my penis. Not to call me when I'm Cindy, that's so funny. Like I'm starting to need a fan thinking about how hot he was. Can we, is there a way to, what? Bodysuit? Huh? No. Yeah, those were the days. Those were the days. I know. Woo! I am, no, I'm getting hot. My hot flash is coming. Who remembers? I always talk about those 501s because that was my time, you know? The boys in 501 jeans, you just would, you know, and everything would pop out and, whew, it was hot. Remember those days? I mean, you know, those were back when, you know, everybody wanted to hump. Humping was it. The humping. Who did not like the humping? Who did not like that? Like, I almost enjoyed humping more than the actual, you know, act itself. The humping was the best part of the makeout, right? Was it not? You still love it? I mean, are you married? I just remember, you know, like seeing each other and that fits of passion and the kissing and the rubbing and the, you know, touching outside of the clothes. And it was so exciting. The good old days. The good old days. Damn, the build up. And you know, things would just happen and you didn't even need to take off your clothes. It was like, whew, that was great. Good for you. You know, and you didn't need, you know, whew. Oh, good, Annette. Oh, God. Hormones were raging. Like, just the smell was like, get over here, you hot thing. I think that was the best. You can never reenact. I would only assume, I can only assume that if you're dating today, right, if you're not in the same relationship, right, it just gets, you know, the excitement, you kind of, I mean, you know what I mean? Like, nothing like the first year of a relationship, you know? I miss the hormones. Maybe it's the hormones I miss. Damn those hormones. I lost those a long time ago then. You know, and I'm assuming those of you, anybody single out here and to get those still feelings, like, does that happen? Does that happen still? Like, for any of you who are older and die, yeah, the friction burn. The friction burn. It was hot. It was hot. Do I miss being pregnant? Hell to the fucking no. I hated being pregnant. Yeah. Wasn't that the hottest thing? Except the buttons got in the way sometimes. The buttons hurt, so you had to readjust and hump away. But, so, key parties, no, Anthony. But man, it was hot. Woo! So anybody dating, and does that still happen? Like, I mean, I have to think back to my youth, you know, in order to remember those things. Yes, I'm getting fiery in here. The buttons are an issue for guys. The Levi's 501 button-ups, you know, you had to readjust and get to grinding, you know. The hormones. Can I recoup my hormones from when I was 18, 19, 20, and 21? Yeah, so I'm sure it would, right? Any new relationship like that. The butterflies, right? The first kiss. Do you remember your first kiss? Mine wasn't. There was no. I've told you about my first kiss. That thing was a wet event. It was like my sweat these days. It was like Niagara Falls all over my face, right? I mean, it was dripping. I didn't know what saliva was whose and whose was where and why. There was so much, but it was a lot. So, that's not passion. I hate saliva. You better swallow, suck, and dry it out before you stick your tongue in my mouth. I am from the South. I was inseminated.
forceful jab with the tongue. What is with that? Men with the like hard tongue jab. It's like it touches your uvula. You're like, settle down. I don't. Are you playing with my uvula? I mean, I think there's some. I've had some kisses, and I'm like, get that. What are you doing? It's just gentle caressing of the tongue. Now, it scares me. The saliva. Yes. Who said that? Who said that? Ashley, what happens with older men? I can't. My neck is so ticklish. The butterflies. That's the butterflies. The butterflies, you know. That excitement. When you get minty in places, right, that you didn't know you had, and you were like, whoa, what was that? God, but what happens? What happens? See, and this is what I don't know, right? I've never kissed it, like, I don't just go around kissing men. I used to love to kiss, and now it kind of repulses me. What's with the tongue? What did we do? Why did we, what? I mean, yeah, passionate and fuck shit, but do we get too old to stick our tongues in each other's mouth? Yeah, I can't, Ashley. I'm with you, especially after COVID. COVID really made me, I was a germaphobe before COVID. COVID happened, I said, see, this is why y'all been antibacterial in this whole time, and that's why you people sit on the edge of your bed, on the blanket that I had there, because germs. I can't. Anybody over 50 that still tongue their husbands or the wives? I can't. And there is something like that happens with, well, there are tongues that go in other places. The tongue is fine elsewhere, but just not in the mouth. Alcohol is not an antibiotic, but sometimes I believe the alcohol does kill germs. Yeah, what's tonguing? I can't. No, and they are. But the slime. So Ashley, I'm with you on that. Like in my mind, I want what we had, you know, back when we were 19. Like it was hot. Like the makeout, the whisker rub all over my face. Like, and I get like hives from whiskers. And I miss that. But then when it happens, I'm like, I'm bored. Not the same. What happened? Where does it go? Where does it go? And what if something happened between Dan and I? Would I revisit the tongue? Would I revisit it, or would I be like, oh, I can't, just, we're good. And people, right, they kiss. Like, people are like, don't you kiss when you have sex? I'm like, wait, what? Do you know what happens when the extra saliva production? It's like Dan is a 5-year-old in a candy shop, right? He gets overly excited. Overly excited. Dan, are you on? Maybe I should refrain. He gets overly excited. So what happens when one gets overly excited? You know, there is things that overproduce saliva, especially. So he gets so excited. Sometimes I'm like, down boy, it's okay. Yes, the passion. Where does it go? Where does it go? Overly excited. Ashley, are you here? I can't kiss. It's too much. Too much liquid. Too much slime. Too much germs. Too much. I can't anymore. I don't know, out the door. It's dried up with my fucking. Where does it go? I feel wet. I feel there's something wrong. I can't. No. So like that's what I don't know for women. Like, is it? I can't. And I like I don't mind a good pucker kiss, you know, where it's a little softer, like. But and you know sometimes I'm going to the casino where it's dry and cool. That's me. Carry on with you, girl. I know, and poor Dan, because he would love to make out and he would love to just have hours of foreplay and roll around naked and, you know, have the time in his life. And I'm like, I've got a schedule. I've got things to do, people to see. I've got about 30 seconds, 35. If, you know, we're no, it's not even about Dan. It's me, Alti. It's me. It's not about my husband. I'm the problem. It's not Dan. Like, you know, he totally wants to do it all. It's me. I'm the problem. And most men, right, don't want to do it all. They're like, hey baby, let's go, you know, fornicate. I mean, and he wants to always pleasure me, you know, and I'm like, that's okay, just, you're fine, you know, it's me, not you. And he always wants to. So no, he's not a problem. I'm the problem. It's me. He's a total giver, and he's always been a giver. Like, he doesn't really enjoy the act if I'm not enjoyed. If I don't, you know, but I do it. It's for him, but I just skip all the, you know, appetizers. I'm just good with the protein, you know. Just you know, it's there for you if you want it. You just don't worry about me. Protein's fine. It's all I need. And a little kiss. You know, sometimes like we'll touch the tongues like that. I can do that. Yeah, get it. Just do it. I'll do it for you. You need help with that. And some women do say that. Some women are very sexually active. Celibate by choice. And if you're alone, do you want it?
Still on?
Screw the appetizers. Just give me the protein.
So, what kind of shit were you talking about me today? Let me hear. So just let me know.
I was talking about how hot you were. Somebody said when I first met you, did you have a six-pack? And I went on about how hot you were.
Was?
Yeah. And your 501 jeans.
Was?
And how when you got all excited, you know, and back in the day, and it was the humping, and the humping was the best part, and we had to readjust because the buttons sometimes got in the way.
What?
The humping.
Dry humping?
Yeah, that was the best part.
For who?
For both of us. It wasn't?
It was fine, but I mean, that's what you're talking about, dry humping?
Yeah. And most of the women are like, yes, back in the day. And there was one, look, Alti said the same thing. He was like, yeah, that was pretty hot. Dry humping back in the day, when you were teenagers, before their actual act, before you actually consummated the relationship, was the best part of the whole fucking kit and caboodle.
It's fine, but the other part's fine too. All right. How long are you gonna be on? Well, you got a lot of people on here.
Because we were talking about dry humping.
Right. That's a very popular topic.
And how hot you were. And so I told them if they wanted to
Why do you
join
keep saying were?
the Patreon, we got to dig up all your old pictures and put them on there so people can see how hot you were.
You just got kicked off.
Oh, we have a troll.
It's actually suggested contact.
Yeah. We have,
All right.
we have a troll. We have a troll. We just got taken down. The life of trolls.
Hi, Coco.
Give me a minute. Let's go on the other account. Yeah, troll. Trolls. Trolls. Love it when they come on. Love it when they get their panties in a twist. Trolls. I love throwing Dan off guard, right? But little do the trolls know that I have another account that I can go to, so. Fuckers.
Da-na-na-na-na. Trolls. Why do people care? You know? Why do people care that much that they have to ruin everybody else's day? If you don't like the content, get the fuck out. Right? It's simple. You don't like the content, get out. Why do you have to ruin it for everybody else? We just got Dan involved. We just got, some laughs. Dan was getting embarrassed. Why? Why? Oh, Lord. And what they don't realize is that most people have backup accounts, right? For this very reason, because you have idiots and fucking jealous, ignorant fools out there that want to fuck up your time. Kelly, yeah, they're stupid. They can say, oh, sexually, whatever content. Dan's like, well, you just got taken down. It's so irritating. There are so many people, there were 500 people that were having fun, right? You have one fucking person who was in one fucking tizzy and was like, I'm gonna get her. I'm gonna shut her down. So annoying. So annoying. It's so annoying. You just scroll on. I mean, I don't understand. Trolls, we have multiple accounts because of you. Because you get offended. One little thing. Blasphemy! Off with her head! That's what they do. You get some negative Nelly out there. Sorry if your name's Nelly. I didn't use negative Nancy. I said Nelly. That just has to ruin it for other people. So sorry about that. We were having fun. Dan was on, and for fuck's sake. They don't. And, it's just like, why? Y'all make me so tired. I was laughing. I like making, I love making Dan uncomfortable. And he was so, he gets so red and shit. Did you see him? He was like, wait, what? He was offended by was. He was like, what do you mean was? Well, bruh. I mean, I probably was a lot better in certain areas too, right? I mean, let's be real. I'm not fucking, I'm not delusional in the effect that, like, my body's different. I'm, like, 30 years older. Things are different. They're higher, they're tighter, they're fuller, they're nicer than they are now. So, he was very quiet because I was surprised he wasn't as. I expected him to be more red. I thought he was going to be a little bit more embarrassed because he gets so embarrassed. He was like, yeah, you were hot, your body was rocking, shit. And Dan was so like, Dan was anti-sweets, Dan was anti-sweets. Dan would not eat sweets. I mean, I would be eating sweets, and he's like, oh, that's not good for you. Why are you eating that? That's not good for you. Because I like it. Roles have reversed. And that's okay. That's, life takes a toll, and people don't like. However, I'm going to tell you something. I've always Dan was very picky with what he ate. When he was like early 20s, he was very, very, very like when he was in law school, like his sweets was like this oatmeal brand chocolate chip cookie with like brown sugar. It didn't even have like regular sugar in it. It was like trying to be the best like form of a chocolate chip cookie that you could have. It was like healthy. I'm sure there was like flax seeds and shit in it. Who knows? And I was like, well, can we like lessen up on some of that shit and put some white sugar in it? There's Dan. Yeah, Dan was like really, really, really picky about eating. Like he would get on me about my eating sometimes. back in the day, you know, because I didn't eat so good. So it's not just role reversal. But like how people say with Ed, like Ed was very conscientious. Like Ed is like fat phobic. I really believe is fat phobic. My opinion. So he was very, very like picky about, he's always on people's cases about what they were eating. You know, you shouldn't eat that. You got some pounds to lose, you know, that type of a thing. So like, you know, you'll hear him saying sometimes, like you have people are like, who cares how many cookies he eats? He does. Because when you say like reality orientation, you've had 4 cookies today, he'll be like, oh shit, I did? 4? Because back in the day, that's not him. He would have like, it's very particular about what he ate. Ed was very particular about what he ate. And he exercised a ton, right? He exercised a ton. And maybe that's why Dan was so particular. I don't know. Who knows? But yeah, no, Dan was, he had a little hottie body, you know? Hottie body. He was hot. God. And you know what they say, for every inch you lose, you gain in size. Down yonder. Mm-hmm. Hi Dina, how are you? I hear talking. So today is a day full of yard work, and I have that new bug company coming out to trap the flies, and especially around the pig. Because she gets a lot of flies. So they say they have this solution. So let's see if it helps her. You can see the old, yeah, cherry flavored goat cheese on crackers and grapes and cashews. That sounds good. It's kind of like a, you know, a little bowl or a coochie board. Mm-hmm. Ed was very, yes, and you know he was like back in like 4 years ago. Um, Ed would always call out Dan. He'd be like, "Ooh, I don't know if you should be eating that. You need to lay off the sweets there, buddy." Dan, you could afford to lose like 10 pounds. Yes, Dad. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, so it's worth the money if it can help Millie Pig, and it's worth, you know, if they can fix it, right? Hi, Tiny. You got a good body. Tiny, what are you, 18? Yeah, so, you know, and things change, right? So, oh shit, there's a lot, Andrew took my 35s. There's lots of people out there who, you know, say, yeah, well, that was me too. No, so different than I was at 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. And a lot of people, like, will say that. Oh, I mean, there's shit everywhere any country, right? Galaxy is just what you choose to eat. Calories in, calories out, right? He still does that to Dan, but not as much as he used to. He used to be on Dan a lot. That was funny. Dan didn't think it was funny, but I giggled. Love you, Chiss. Have a good one. Terry, yeah, people force beliefs on others all the time. And that's just when you walk away from that. I hate when people say that too. Like, you shouldn't do, or correcting a behavior of mine when I'm 49. I'll correct my own behaviors, thank you. So, anywho. All right, it's 11 o'clock. Shit, I gotta go. I'm Spanish, yes. I thought I was more Spanish than I thought I was. Not by DNA testing, but by my family that was like, no, bitch, you're Spanish. Yeah, you're welcome. So yes, I have more Spanish origin than anything. So, French, Spanish, Egyptian, but mostly Spanish. I don't know what my mom's side. I have to do DNA. I keep saying that. I just need the fucking kit. I need the kit to swab and whatever you do and send it in, because it's good information to have. Anyway, for me. So then I can say, when people say, "Who are you? What are you?" and I can say, "Well, this is what I am." Other than that, I just say I'm Heinz 57. Right? That's it. So I'm gonna finish a couple of arms, and then I'm gonna getting. I have to play with the dogs, clean up shit, and then I gotta get in the front and finish. I have one more area of bedding to do. I'm just gonna get. I could do that side, but really it's sports weekend. I don't know if I'm gonna be on tomorrow. If I'm on, it'll be a surprise. But Wesley's been sick, so he may not have a game tomorrow afternoon. But Lainey has one at like 9 o'clock. Oh shit. So I'll be up early. I'll be up early. But you guys remember one thing. Remember a couple things. You matter, you are worthy, you are important. Yes, Heather, somebody took me down. Your feelings matter. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise, and do not let people take away your sparkle. And remember, y'all, right here is the biggest gift we have. This is the biggest gift we have. No slip in the slime. This is the biggest gift we have. This is how we become better people. Change this thought process. At least try to fix it and work on it. That's all we can hope for. Remember, it takes two to tango in every aspect of all relationships. Women, wives, husbands, friendships. It's both your faults. You both are responsible. It doesn't matter. Two to tango. TGIF, bitches. We'll be on later. Have a great day. So long. Farewell. And rock it. Get it. Love it. And do it. Bye, my friends. See you later. Have a good day. Fiber, if you're still on, girl, get it. Come on, we can do this. Mary, love you. Heather, shalom. Enjoy the day. And everybody else on the YouTube, rock it. Let's do it. Elaine, thank you so much. You guys are worthy, and you are important, and you matter. And just keep striving. Keep striving to be better. Keep striving to make yourself better. Because that's how we love ourselves in the end. Love you. See you later, alligators.